Incredible comeback for Okayoki and Roadhog 29,389. That's like finding an extra slice of pizza at the party. Totally unexpected and awesome. That lap time is no joke. They've clearly hit the nitrous button there. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going and break into the top 15. Sabina 27 from Team Blast has successfully moved into P2, executing a clean overtake on Feds and Glenn Dunbar 78. Amin Nizan and Iyuzdong 7 have also made notable progress, now sitting in 6th after overtaking Alex Cosmonaut. Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes has climbed to 16, passing Butchazero in the process. Alex Cosmonaut has successfully moved up to 6th, executing a clean overtake on Waziria's Guy. The battle continues between them, with Alex in the Lamborghini Murcielago and Waziria's Guy in a Honda NSX-17. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Antimatone are engaged in a tight contest for Pate, both driving Lamborghinis, while Suzanne Greenberg and Lou Campbell Kane in their Honda NSX-17s are also vying for position in this group. The dynamics are heating up as these drivers jockey for advantageous positions. Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken have successfully moved into P12 after overtaking Mira Sol. They're currently engaged in a close battle for that position. Meanwhile, Estefan Biadze has advanced to 14 by overtaking Captain Potato. The race dynamics are intensifying as these drivers jostle for better placements. Alex Cosmonaut is currently in 5 after a successful overtake on Cedric, who is now trailing closely behind in 6. Both drivers are engaged in a tight battle, with Cedric looking for an opportunity to reclaim that position. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken have both advanced to P11 by overtaking Rizaldi Adha, showcasing their strong pace as they move up the field. The race dynamics continue to shift rapidly as these drivers jockey for position. Koki Inenadi in the Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG has just made a move on Cien, pulling ahead into P20. Hot Wheels Skidon in the Chevrolet Camaro SS17 is closely tailing them, trying to find an opening. Xiangan responds quickly, attempting to regain lost ground as they exit the corner. The three cars are tightly packed, with less than a second separating them, creating a highly competitive atmosphere for the battle for P20. Koki Benenity maintains a slight edge, But Sang and Hot Wheels Skidon are not giving up, looking for any opportunity to overtake. Aaron Onchatahi and Obelix Salmax have successfully moved up to P25, overtaking Dark Star Wolfie in a tight maneuver. The three cars are now engaged in a close battle for that position, with Dark Star Wolfie looking to regain the spot. The dynamic is intense as they navigate the course, each driver pushing their limits to secure the position. Diego NASCAR 86 has successfully moved up to P21, after executing a clean overtake on Hot Wheels Skidon. The maneuver appears to have been well timed, as Diego NASCAR 86 utilized the slipstream effectively to gain speed on the straight. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Skidon is now in P22, adjusting to the new position. The race continues to see dynamic changes in positioning as drivers strategize their moves. Alex Cosmonaut is currently in 6th, closely followed by Wazirius Guy in 7. The Lamborghini Murcielago is holding its ground against the Honda NSX-17. Both drivers are showing impressive skills as they navigate the corners. Meanwhile, Esteban Biaggi has made a notable move, advancing to 13 after successfully overtaking the Guawan 1980. The race pace is intensifying as these drivers push for better positions. Koki Beninati and Siang are side by side in their Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG, both pushing hard to maintain their positions as they approach Diego NASCAR 86 in the Dodge Charger RT11. Koki Beninati has the inside line heading into the next corner, gaining a slight advantage over Sanang Yang. Meanwhile, Diego NASCAR 86 is positioning himself for an opportunistic move, looking to capitalize on any mistakes from the two Mercedes drivers. As they exit the corner, Koki Beninati holds P20, but Siang is still right on his tail, with Diego NASCAR 86 not far behind, maintaining pressure. The battle for P20 intensifies as they head down the straight. Lacroixon 1980 is now in P13 after successfully overtaking SD4 BJ. S4 BJ has regained some ground and moved up to 14 by passing Nira Sol from Team Starline Pixels. There's an ongoing battle between SD4 and BJ and Nira Sol for that 14th position, showcasing some competitive racing dynamics as they jostle for space on the track. Amundsen is currently holding the 4th position in his Honda NSX-17, closely pursued by John 7, who is also driving an identical model. Cedric in the Lamborghini Murcielago is directly behind them, attempting to capitalize on any mistakes. Amundsen makes a slight defensive move at the first corner, maintaining his position. John 7 is right on his tail, looking for an opportunity to overtake. Meanwhile, Cedric is keeping pace, ready to pounce if either of the NSXs falters. As they approach the long straight, John 7 makes a bold move to the inside. He pulls ahead of Amundsen momentarily, but cannot maintain the line, and Amundsen retakes the position just before the braking zone. Cedric is now tightening the gap as they enter the next turn, still very much in this fight. The battle for 4th remains intense as they head into the next sector. Lacroixon 1980 from Team Blast has successfully overtaken Nira Sol, moving up to P13 that way. This marks a strategic maneuver that showcases a solid racing line through the last corner. Up ahead, there's a tight battle going on for P11 with 2 cars side by side, indicating potential for another overtake shortly. The race pace is increasing as drivers adjust their strategies. Serious Guy has advanced to 6th after successfully overtaking Alex Cosmonaut. The battle between Serious Guy driving the Honda NSX-17 and Alex in the Lamborghini Murcielago continues to be intense. Meanwhile, Captain Potato in the Maserati Alfieri, along with Baker Jory and Amy in the Ferrari 575 Maranello, are locked in a close contest for P10. The dynamics among these drivers are tightening as they jockey for position on the track. Serious Guy has successfully moved up to 6 after overtaking Alex Cosmonaut. Meanwhile, Lacroixon 1980 in the Ford GT5 is engaged in a tight battle with Nira Sol from Team Starline Pixels, who is driving a Lamborghini Murcielago for P13. Dark Star Wolfie has also made progress, advancing to P25 after overtaking both Aaron JTV and Obelix Max. The positions are shifting as the race dynamics continue to evolve. Amundsen and Eugene 7 in the Honda NSX-17 are neck and neck, with Eugene 7 making a daring move on the inside line at turn 5, narrowly getting ahead of Amundsen. Meanwhile, Alex Cosmonaut in the Lamborghini Murcielago is closing in fast from behind, looking to capitalize on any mistakes. As they head into turn 6, Alex Cosmonaut takes a wider line, attempting to gain speed for a potential overtake on both drivers. The dynamic between these three is intensifying as they approach the next corner. Alex Cosmonaut is now in 6th, after successfully overtaking both Amundsen and Eugene 7. Bucciarello has gained ground as well, moving up to 15 by getting past Estefor and BCJ. Meanwhile, Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes is in 17, after overtaking Okayoki 3, and Roadhog 29, 389. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race progresses. Diego Nascarite 6 has successfully moved up to P19, executing a clean overtake on both Okayoki 3 and Roadhog 29, 389. The maneuver shows good timing and precision as he navigated through the corner. Meanwhile, positions are tightening in the mid-pack as drivers jockey for position. Violin Olive Garden said, "Hey Amy, good afternoon." "Good afternoon, Violin Olive Garden. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Ready to enjoy some racing?" Glowing star checkered flag. Hot Wheels Skidon and Just Jazik are engaged in a tight battle for P22. Hot Wheels Skidon in the Chevrolet Camaro SS17 is holding his line well as Just Jazik in the Porsche 718 Caymans tries to make a move on the inside. Just Jazik makes a slight gain on the apex but can't fully overtake. They're both navigating through the turn with precision, maintaining a close gap as they exit. The Camara's power is evident in the straights, but the Cayman's agility is keeping the pressure on. It's a strategic duel, and both drivers are pushing their limits as they race towards the next corner. Target 3, Ivan and 727 are engaged in a close battle for the lead position. Target 3 currently holds pole, while Ivan is just behind in P2, applying pressure. 727 is also in the mix, maintaining a tight distance, ready to capitalize on any mistakes. The dynamic between these three cars is intense as they approach a sharp turn, with Ivan looking for an opportunity to overtake. Positions remain unchanged as they exit the turn, but it's clear that the fight for pole is heating up. Co-keeping in the Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG is currently battling with Sian, who is also in the SLK 55 AMG. Just behind them is Jazik in the Porsche 718 Cayman S. As they approach the first corner, Co-keeping makes a late dive on the inside, managing to overtake Sanam and take P21. Jazik is close behind, looking for an opening to capitalize on any mistakes. The three cars are tightly packed as they navigate through the twisty section, with Jazik now trying to line up and overtake on Siam. The race dynamics are heating up as they enter the next straight. Target 3, Ivan, and 727 from Team Blast are locked in a tight battle for the lead in pole. Antimatone and Duffdad are firmly contending for pin against Rizaldi Adha, who is in the Honda NSX-17, while both are driving the Lamborghini Murcielago. Meanwhile, Stage 4 BH has gained ground, moving up to 16 after successfully overtaking Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes. Okioka 3 has gained ground, now in P19 after successfully overtaking Diego NASCAR 86. Meanwhile, Jazik has also advanced to P21, passing both Kokibinati and Siang. The positions are shifting as the race progresses. Alex Cosmonaut has successfully moved into 5, executing a clean overtake on Waziri Sky. Meanwhile, there's an intense battle for P18 ongoing between Okayoki 3, Roadhog 29, 389, Baker Gironi, and Amy. Okayoki 3 and Roadhop 29, 389 are in their Maserati Alfieri, while Baker Geronin and Amy are both piloting Ferrari 575 Maranellos. The competition is tight as they jostle for a position. Duff Dad and Antematone have successfully overtaken 4 cars, now occupying 7, after passing Aminsan and Iujun 7. Meanwhile, La Croissant 1980 from Team Blast has made a move as well, advancing to pin after overtaking Rizaldi, Adhade Diem. The race continues to intensify as positions shift rapidly. Rizaldi Adha has encountered issues, dropping back to P23 from a higher position, losing 8 spots overall. Meanwhile, Butchazero has successfully overtaken Stestifor and Bizech, advancing to P12. MBHA then responded by moving up to P13, having overtaken Captain Potato. The dynamics are shifting rapidly as we continue through the race. Koki Benenati and Singang have made a strong move in the Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG, pulling alongside Suzanne Greenberg and Nukambokum in the Honda NSX-17. As they approach the tight corner, Koki Benenati edges ahead, taking the inside line. Suzanne attempts to counter, but Sang maintains the pace and blocks any potential overtake. Now, as they exit the corner, Koki Benenati and Sian gain momentum, leaving Suzanne and Nukambokum momentarily behind. However, the Honda is not far off and is looking to capitalize on any mistakes from the Mercedes duo. It's a close race, the P20, with all 4 drivers displaying impressive maneuvering skills. The battle continues as they navigate the next straightaway. La Croissant 1980 has encountered issues and dropped down 9 positions, now sitting in 16. Theds and Blendon Bus 78 are gaining on Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Duff Dad and Antimatone have successfully moved up to 6 after overtaking both Kamikaze 8 and Nikitaken. Kazushuk is gaining on La Croissant 1980, reducing the gap significantly by 45 seconds. Meanwhile, a tight battle for P21 is unfolding between Koki Benenati and Siam in their Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG and Hot Wheels Skidon in a Chevrolet Camaro SS17. The competition is fierce as they jockey for position. Haha, Darkstar Wolfie, the Stinger is definitely a wild card. You never know what you're gonna get. And hey the gentlemen, family meetings can be important too. Just hope they weren't discussing which car to pick. Grinning face, with smiling eyes. One serious guy has successfully moved up to P8 after a clean overtake on near a Sol. Meanwhile, Lacrosson 1980 has made progress as well, advancing to P22 after getting past Hot Wheels Skido and Doshu. The positions are shifting as the race continues. Just Jazik is currently engaged in a tight battle for 17 with Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Bokken, both driving the Honda NSX-17. The Porsche 718 Cayman Ace is pushing hard, trying to find an opening. Meanwhile, Lacrosson 1980 has successfully moved up to P21 after overtaking Koki Beninity and Senyong Chawot-Wand. The race dynamics are shifting as positions continue to change. Suzanne Greenberg in the Honda NSX-17 is currently holding off Nukem Bokken, who is also in a Honda NSX-17, as they engage in an intense battle for 17. Just ahead of them, Just Jazik in the Porsche 718 Cayman Ace is trying to capitalize on their duel. Suzanne is managing her lines well, but Nukem Bokken is applying pressure on the inside. Just Jazik is lurking closely, looking for an opportunity to make a move if they both falter. The race dynamics are heating up as they approach the next corner. Nearest Sol and Buchisero are currently locked in a tight battle for P9, with both cars exchanging positions frequently. Lacrosson 1980 has made a strategic move to gain P20 by overtaking Just Jazik, showing impressive acceleration on the straight. The dynamics of the race continue to shift as these drivers push their limits. Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Bokken have successfully moved up to 16, having overtaken both Baker Jeronin and Amy. Meanwhile, Kazushuk has made a notable progress to P24 after overtaking Just Jazik. The race is tightening as positions shift. Pecco Uroni, in the Ferrari 575 in Maranello, is currently battling closely with Amy, while Rizaldi Adha, in the Honda NSX-17, is not far behind. They are jockeying for position around turn 4, with Pecco Uroni making a slight move on the inside, but Amy holds her line effectively. As they exit the turn, Rizaldi Adha tries to capitalize on any mistake, staying within striking distance. Pecco Uroni has regained the lead into the next section, but Amy is looking to respond on the straightaway. The gap is narrowing as they approach turn 6, and Rizaldi Adha is positioning for an overtake. This battle for 17 remains intense as they enter the final sector. Captain Potato has indeed struggled, and is now in P20 after dropping back 7 positions. Okayoki 3 and Roadhop 29389 are also facing difficulties, now sitting at P23, having lost 7 spots as well. On a positive note, Aminsun and Yujijon 7 have made progress, moving up to Pen after successfully overtaking Mirasol. The race dynamics continue to shift as drivers contend with both their performance and the competition. Fed said, "Hey Amy, release the Cthulhu onto the track." Haha. If only Cthulhu could replace those tires. Imagine the chaos. But for now, it's just cars racing it out. Darkstar Wolfie has gained significant momentum, jumping 4 positions to take P24. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Bochum have successfully overtaken Diaganasker 86, now sitting at P13. In a tight contest for 17, Pecco Uroni and Amy are battling in their Ferrari 575 and Maranello against La Croissant 1980, who is driving the Ford GT5. The competition is heating up as these drivers jostle for position. Pecco Uroni and Amy have successfully advanced to 17, executing a precise overtake on Kokubainiti and Siam. This strategic maneuver has pushed Kokubainiti and Siam down to P18, after they managed to overtake Diaganasker 86 moments earlier. The dynamic in the midfield continues to shift as positions are contested. Feds and Blendon Bar 78 have taken the lead, now in Poland after successfully overtaking Sidrek. Sidrek has responded by moving up to P2, overtaking Alex Cosmonaut. Meanwhile, Alex Cosmonaut is now in P3 after overtaking Hugo 3 and Trevern. The positions are shifting quickly as the race progresses. Current standings show Hugger 3 in a true run now, in pole after successfully overtaking Sabine 27. Following that, Sabine 27 has regained momentum, moving up to P2 by overtaking Alex Cosmonaut Diet. In 4, Duff Dad and Antimatone have made significant moves, overtaking Sidret from Team Live for Speed. The dynamics are shifting rapidly as the competitors jostle for position. Koki Benenati and Siang have successfully moved into P24 after overtaking Hot Wheels Gidon. Now, all three cars are engaged in a tight battle for that position. Koki Benenati and Siang are pushing hard in their Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG, while Hot Wheels Gidon is not backing down in the Chevrolet Camaro SS. The tension builds as they navigate through turns, with each driver looking for an opportunity to reclaim or solidify their position. Currently, Okaioka 3 and Roadhog 29389 are positioned at P19 after successfully overtaking Diagonascar 86. This maneuver has pushed Diagonascar 86 down to P20 as they overtook Dustjazit. Jusjacek is now at P21, having passed Kazashuk in the process. The dynamic among these competitors continues to shift as they vie for positions. Alex Cosmonaut has successfully moved into P3, executing a clean overtake on Sidrek. Sidrek, now in foul, managed to reclaim a position by overtaking Wazirius Guy. Meanwhile, Wazirius Guy has made significant progress, moving up to 5 after an impressive double overtake on Fids and Glenn Dunbar 78. La Croissant 1980 has made an impressive surge through the pack, overtaking 5 cars to secure P9. Following closely, Rizaldi Ada also executed a strong maneuver, advancing 5 positions to claim 10. In contrast, Butchizero is experiencing difficulties, having dropped 7 spots and currently sits in 16. Stone BJ from Still No Name Racing has advanced to 16 after a successful overtake on Captain Potato. Meanwhile, Captain Potato responds by moving up to 17, managing to overtake Mirasol in the process. The race is tightening as positions shift further down the field. Sidrak from Team Live for Speed has successfully moved into P2, executing a clean overtake on Sabine 27. Sabine 27 now holds P3. The gap between P2 and P3 is approximately half a second. The pace is picking up as they head into the next turn. La Courson 1980 from Team Blast has successfully moved up to P8, executing an impressive overtake on both Suzanne Greenberg and Nokembokem simultaneously. This maneuver showcases strong racecraft as the competition tightens. Meanwhile, positions ahead are still closely contested, with no significant gaps forming in the top tier. The dynamics of the race continue to evolve rapidly. Cedric in the Lamborghini Murcielago is currently holding P3, closely pursued by Serious Guy in the Honda NSX S17. The two cars are neck and neck as they approach the tight corner at turn 5. Cedric is defending well, maintaining his line, while Serious Guy looks for an opportunity to overtake on the inside. As they exit turn 6, Cedric accelerates out strongly, but Serious Guy stays right on his tail, gaining speed down the straight. Approaching the next turn, Serious Guy makes a move on the inside. There's a slight touch, but both drivers keep control. Cedric manages to hold on to P3 for now, but the pressure from Serious Guy is intense. The battle continues as they enter the next sector. Captain Potato is currently holding 17 in the Maserati Alfieri, while Nirasol in the Lamborghini Murcielago is closely trailing. Nirasol makes a move on the inside, attempting to overtake Captain Potato. They touch wheels but both maintain control. Captain Potato defends well, and holds position. It's a tight battle with both cars showing impressive speed through the corners. Nirasol is not giving up, looking for any opportunity to execute a clean pass. The gap remains less than half a second as they approach the next turn. Buchizero has just gained a position, now holding 14 after successfully overtaking 74 and BZH. Zhang's and BZH responds by moving up to 15, executing an overtake on Nirasol Lethierry. In turn, Nirasol advances to 16, by passing Captain Potato Pace. The dynamics are shifting, as these drivers jostle for position. Alex Cosmonaut has successfully made an overtake on Serious Guy, securing the 4th position. Meanwhile, Diego Nascar 86 has advanced to 19th place by overtaking both Baker Gironin and Amy. The race continues with dynamic shifts in positions as the drivers push their limits. Aminisan and Ujon 7 have successfully moved into 6, after executing a clean overtake on Waziria's guy. The maneuvers showcase precise timing and excellent acceleration out of the final corner. The front pack continues to maintain a steady pace, while the battle for positions intensifies further back in the field. Duff Dad and Antimatone have successfully moved up to P9, executing an effective overtake on Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Telkin. This has placed Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Telkin down to pen after they overtook Amundsen and Illusion 7 moments earlier. The race is showing increased competition as positions shift rapidly. Darkstar Wolfie has made significant progress, reducing the gap to just Jazik by 3.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Turboracer is battling closely with Speedman for 4th place, with only a half second separating them. Up front, the leader, Racemaster 3000, maintains a steady distance from the 2nd place competitor, while Shadow Driver has just executed a successful overtake on Nitro Queen, moving into 7th position. The dynamics are shifting as we approach the next lap. Darkstar Wolfie is now just 7.4 seconds behind Kazashuk, significantly reducing the gap. Meanwhile, Greninja and Sirironbot are gaining ground on RNG TV and Obelix Samax, closing in by 8.7 seconds. In addition, S-Storm BDHA has made a move into P13, successfully overtaking Butchazuro Tote. Nira Sol in the Lamborghini Murcielago has just pulled ahead of Rizaldi Ada in the Honda NSX 17, moving into 15. The two cars are closely matched, with Nira using the Murcielago's power to gain an advantage on the straights. Rizaldi is trying to fight back, taking a tight line in the corners, looking for an opportunity to reclaim that position. As they approach the next turn, Rizaldi makes a daring maneuver, attempting to dive inside Nira. It's a close call. Nira maintains 15 for now, but the battle is far from over as they continue to push hard. And off they go. Hugger 3 and Etroiven are battling it out for the top spot, showing some fierce speed right out of the gate. Sabina U27 is close behind, keeping the pressure on as they head into the first turn. Cydric seems to be pacing himself, probably waiting for an opportunity to pounce. This is shaping up to be an exciting race. Dad and Antimatone have advanced to 7 after successfully overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken. This shift in position reflects a strong push from both drivers as they navigate the track. The battle for positioning remains tight, with other drivers closely watching their moves. The race dynamics are intensifying as we approach the next lap. Bucciarello is now in P13, after successfully overtaking Rizaldi Adha. In response, Rizaldi Adha has managed to gain a position as well, moving up to 14 by overtaking Eurosol Torti. The positions are changing rapidly as the race progresses. Rizaldi Adha has successfully moved into P13, overtaking Bucciarello in a close battle. Rizaldi is piloting a Honda NSX-17, while Bucciarello is in the Lamborghini Murcielago. This contest between the two continues to be intense as they fight for position on the track, showcasing their skills and strategy. The gap between them remains tight, indicating that this battle is far from over. Eurosol has successfully moved up to 14, after making an overtaking maneuver on Bucciarello. The positioning is getting competitive as the AI cars continue to jockey for places on the track. Dogstar Wolfie is now just 2.1 seconds behind Kazashuk, showcasing a strong pace. Meanwhile, in the mid-pack, we see Speedster 22 overtaking Jettisoned on the inside, moving up to 5th place. The top three remain stable, with no changes in position, but the battle for fourth is heating up. Darkstar Wolfie continues to gain ground on Kazashuk, hinting at a potential overtake soon if the pace keeps up. Rizaldi Adha in the Honda NSX-17 is currently in a fierce battle for P13 against Nura Sol in the Lamborghini Murcielago. The two cars are closely matched as they navigate through the corners. Rizaldi has just made a bold move on the inside, gaining a slight advantage. Nira responds quickly, maintaining pressure and looking for an opportunity to retake the position. They are now approaching the next turn, when Nira is attempting to set up for an overtake. The dynamics between these two drivers are keeping the competition tight. Rizaldi Adha has successfully moved up to P12 after an impressive overtake on sets D4 and Bzh. The maneuver was clean, showcasing Rizaldi's strategic approach in navigating the track. Meanwhile, Est4 and Bzh drops back to P13, adjusting his strategy for potential counterattacks. The race continues to unfold with changing positions throughout the grid. Haha, love it. What's got you laughing so much? Whoa, a big shootout to our awesome viewer for dropping 100 bits. Party Popper, thank you for your support. You're fueling this stream faster than these AI race cars zooming by. Let's keep the fun rolling. Checkered flag sparkling hot. Diego Nascaretti 6 has made significant progress, now holding position 18 after successfully overtaking both Okayoki 3 and Roadhog 29,389. A competitive battle is developing among these three drivers for 18th place. Diego Nascaretti 6 is piloting a Dodge Charger RT11, while both Okayoki 3 and Roadhog 29,389 are behind in a Maserati Alfieri. The tension is palpable as they jockey for position, with Diego Nascaretti 6 currently maintaining the slight edge. Looks like the hype train is rolling in. Let's go, Team Arasi. Rocket, who's your pick for the win? Cedric and Alex Cosmonaut are engaged in a tight battle for P3. As they approach the first corner, Cedric makes a move on the inside, but Alex holds firm on the outside, maintaining position. They exit the corner side by side, with Cedric slightly ahead, as they head into the straight. In the meantime, we're seeing some action further back in the pack with a couple of cars attempting overtakes. The top two positions remain steady, but the focus is on this exciting duel between Cedric and Alex, who continue to trade paint as they push for that coveted podium spot. Hey, big shootout to Babardo for subscribing. Party Popper, he just fueled our race cars with some extra turbo. Thanks for supporting the stream. Let's keep the fun and the races rolling. Automobile dashing. Hey, Timmy Boy Nina T2. Welcome back to the raceway. Buckle up, it's about to get wild. Racing car dashing away. Hey Bobardo. Party Popper, thanks a million for the 100 bits. You're fueling this stream like a nitrous boost on a race car. Let's see who takes the lead next. Racing car. Dashing away. Welcome back, Bobardo. Party Popper, glad to have you joining us for some thrilling AI race car action. Buckle up, it's about to get speedy. Racing car dashing away. Whoa! Let's go, team. Those cars are flying at Brno. Who are you all cheering for? Keep those hype emotes coming. Racing a car dashing away. Katasho continues to close the gap on Just Jazik, now down to 16.9 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Buckham have surged into Pate after overtaking both Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken. Meanwhile, Amin Sun and Yujun 7 are also gaining on Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken, reducing their distance by 3.5 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Buckham have significantly reduced the gap to Duff Dad and Antimaton, now just 2.1 seconds behind. They are gaining momentum and are likely to make a move soon. The battle for position is heating up as they approach the next corner. Meanwhile, the top three remain steady, with no major shifts in their placements at this moment. Kadishuk in the Lexus RC 350 is currently side by side with Darkstar Wolfie in the Kia Stinger GT as they approach the final turn. Both drivers have been exchanging positions over the last lap, with Kadishuk taking a slight advantage on the inside line. Darkstar Wolfie attempts to regain position, applying pressure as they exit the corner. Kadishuk holds the line and maintains P25 for now. But Darkstar Wolfie isn't giving up easily, staying close behind. The battle continues as they head down the straightaway. Diego Nascarite 6 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Captain Potato to 5.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Feds and Blendumber 78 are also closing in on Cedric, decreasing their distance by 2.2 seconds. The dynamics of the race are shifting as these drivers gain momentum. Diego Nascarite 6 is currently in the lead. But Captain Potato has significantly closed the gap by 7.3 seconds. Baker Urani and Amy have advanced to P19, successfully overtaking both Okayoki 3 and Roadhog 29,389. The race dynamics are shifting as positions continue to change. Ika Gironi and Amy are currently engaged in a tight battle for P18, both driving the Ferrari 575 in Maranello. Captain Potato in the Maserati Alfieri is closely tailing them, looking for an opportunity to make a move. Meanwhile, Koki Beninati and Xian have successfully moved up to P21 after overtaking Just Jazzy. The race dynamics are shifting with each lap as these positions continue to change. Captain Potato has successfully advanced to P18, completing an overtaking maneuver on both Baker Joran and Amy. Meanwhile, the battle for positions is heating up further up the grid as cars jockey for advantageous lines through the corners. The AI is showing impressive decision-making under pressure.
Down. Hey, stop getting late now. Say. Copy.
The cars have just crossed the halfway mark. Duff Dad and Antamatone have made a significant move, advancing to 6 after successfully overtaking Wazirius Guy. The dynamics in the midfield are tightening as they push for further positions. Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken have successfully advanced to P8, executing a clean overtake on Amundsen and John 7. Meanwhile, Amundsen and John 7 have also made their move. Now sitting in P9, after overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Lukembok Emma. The positions are shifting quickly, as the drivers jostle for better placement on the track. Nearest Sol has just made a significant move, jumping into Pen after overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Nukembokem. Meanwhile, Suzanne and Nukembokem are not backing down. They're closing the gap to nearest Sol by 20.8 seconds. The dynamics are shifting as these three cars battle for position on the track. Captain Potato has made a notable advancement, now in 17, after successfully overtaking both Baker Jaronen and Amy. Meanwhile, Baker Jaronen and Amy have responded by moving up to P18, gaining positions after overtaking Diaganasker 86. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers make strategic moves to gain ground. OK 3 and Roadhog 29, 389 have significantly closed the gap to Diaganasker 86, now just 44.9 seconds behind. In a strategic move, Baker Jaronen has advanced to 17 after successfully overtaking Captain Potato. The race continues to heat up as positions shift and drivers push for better standings. Kazushuk has successfully advanced to P22 after overtaking both Koki Binati and Siyoung. Hot Wheels Skidonon also made progress, moving up to P24 by passing Dark Star Wolfie. The race continues to see some strategic overtakes as drivers jockey for position. Feds and Glenn Dunbar 78 have made a significant move, overtaking 4 cars to take the lead in Pone. Cedric has dropped to P2 after being overtaken. Meanwhile, Alex Cosmonaut is gaining ground on Cedric, closing the gap by 6.5 seconds. The dynamics are shifting as the race progresses. Hugget 3 and Etrelrun have taken the lead, moving into Pone after successfully overtaking Seben at 27. Sabine at 27 has dropped to P2, but quickly countered by moving ahead of Alex Cosmonaut to reclaim a strong position. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Antimaton are gaining on Feds and Glendonbar 78, closing the gap by 12.4 seconds. The dynamics at the front are shifting rapidly as positions change and drivers push their limits. Mercedes and Blendumbar 78 are showing impressive pace, reducing the gap to Cedric by 2 seconds in the last moments. Their tactics seem to be paying off as they work together to push towards the front. Cedric will need to monitor their progress closely to maintain position. The dynamic between these three is intensifying, and it will be interesting to see how Cedric responds to the pressure. Amazon and Illusion 7 have successfully moved up to P13, executing a clean overtake on Sleet Fawn, BZ12. The competition for this position is heating up as all three drivers are in close proximity. Amazon and Illusion 7, piloting a Honda NA617, are currently engaged in a fierce battle with Esteban BZH, who is driving a Lamborghini Murcielago. The dynamics of this race are intensifying as they jockey for position. Lacroisson 1980 has encountered difficulties, dropping 6 positions to 15th place. Nearasol made a notable move, advancing to 9th by overtaking both Suzanne Greenberg and Nukembokum. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg and Nukembokum have recovered slightly, now sitting in 10th after successfully passing Amundsen and Illusion 7. Winzerius Guy is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Duff Dad and Antimatone by 4 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting as Winzerius Guy demonstrates impressive speed and determination. Overtaking opportunities may arise shortly if this pace continues. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Antimatone will need to respond to maintain their positions. Suzanne Greenberg and Nukembokum are currently gaining on Nearasol, having reduced the gap by 3.1 seconds. The pace of both drivers appears to be increasing as they push towards Nira. The dynamics in this segment of the race are becoming more competitive as they aim for a potential overtake. Meanwhile, Nearasol maintains her position, but will need to defend against the incoming challenge from Greenberg and Nukembokum. Rizaldi Adha has advanced to P11, successfully overtaking Lacroix-One 1980. In response, Lacroix-Zone 1980 has managed to move up to P12 by passing Nearasol from Team Starline Pixels. The dynamics are shifting as positions continue to change in this section of the race. Baker Duronin and Amy have successfully moved up to 16, executing a clean overtake on Captain Potato. Meanwhile, Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes has responded by moving back up to 17, after overtaking Butcher Zero. Hey! Deplorably Apple. Welcome back to the racetrack. Green Apple checkered flag, missed your fruit-tastic vibes. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. Party Popper. Winzerius Guy is gaining on Feds and Glenn Dunbar 78, reducing the gap by 230 seconds. The competition is tightening as they approach the next corner. Overtaking opportunities may arise soon if Winzerius Guy maintains this pace. Feds and Glenn Dunbar 78 are holding their positions, but they will need to defend against the incoming challenge. Baker Gironi and Amy are currently locked in a tight battle for 16, both piloting their Ferrari 575 and Maranello. Captain Potato in the Maserati Alfieri is closely trailing them. As they approach the final corner, Baker Gironi makes a move on Amy, but it looks like she holds her line effectively, managing to fend him off. Captain Potato is looking for an opportunity to capitalize on any mistakes between the two. The gap is minimal as they exit the corner, and it seems Baker Gironi is attempting to dive inside again on the straight. But Amy defends well, maintaining her position for now. The race dynamics are heating up as they head into the next sector. Rizaldi Adha is currently gaining on Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. Kamikaze 38 maintains a slight lead, but with Rizaldi's recent pace, an overtake could be imminent if this trend continues. Nikki Taken is holding steady in second position, but needs to watch out for Rizaldi's approach. The dynamics among these three are becoming increasingly competitive as they head into the next corner. Kamikaze 38 and Nikki Taken are locked in a tight battle for pen, both piloting the Lamborghini Murciélagos. They are exchanging positions frequently as they navigate the trap. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha in the Honda NSX-17 is closely trailing them, looking for an opportunity to capitalize on any errors. Kamikaze 38 just edged ahead of Nikki Taken on a sharp turn, but Nikki Taken is not backing down, maintaining pressure. Rizaldi Adha is now trying to find a line to overtake either of them, positioning himself for a potential dive into the next corner. The competition is fierce as they approach the next straight. Just Jazik is now just 1.5 seconds behind Okayoki 3, having improved their pace significantly. Roadhog 29,389 is also within striking distance, maintaining a steady position just behind Okayoki 3 DY. The top three are tightly packed, indicating that an overtake could happen any moment. Just Jazik is applying pressure as they approach the second corner, looking for a potential inside line. Meanwhile, Okayoki 3 defends expertly, but Roadhog 29,389 is ready to capitalize on any mistake. The dynamics are heating up as they enter the straightaway, with speeds increasing sharply. Welcome back, Arayu Serial. We missed you like a kid misses breakfast. Bo with Spoondet ready to join some speedy fun. Bucicero has successfully moved up to 17, executing a clean overtake on both Becker Gironi and Amy. This shift has increased the competition in the midfield as the race continues. Currently, Okayoka 3 and Roadhog 29389 are swiftly closing in on Baker Joran and Amy, reducing the gap by 5 seconds. In a recent move, Deganaskarati 6 has advanced to P-team, successfully overtaking both Baker Gironi and Amy. The race dynamics are shifting as positions continue to change. Dusjasic from Team S1 has significantly reduced the gap to Becker Joran and Amy, now only 44.8 seconds behind. The pace is intensifying as Dusjasic maintains a steady acceleration. Meanwhile, Baker Gironi and Amy are holding their positions but will need to defend against Dusjasic's advance. The dynamics of this race are shifting as we continue to monitor their speeds. No overtakes have occurred yet, but the tension is building with Dusjasic's rapidly closing distance. As the race progresses, Hugrid 3 and Etruven are closing in on Sabina 27 from Team Blast, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Nearasol has made an impressive move, advancing to P12 after overtaking Lacroix in 1980. The competition is heating up as positions shift on the track. Okayoke 3 is currently in pursuit of Diego Nascarati 6, significantly reducing the gap by 20.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Duffdad and Antimatone are also making headway on Wazirius Guy, closing that distance by 4.6 seconds. The competition is intensifying as these drivers push their limits. Rizaldi Adha from Team Quark Express has successfully moved up to P9, executing a well-timed overtake on both Susan Greenberg and Nukembokum. The maneuver displayed impressive precision as he navigated through the tight corners. This advancement places him in a strong position as the race continues. Nearsol has successfully moved into P9, overtaking both Suzanne Greenberg and Nukem Bochum. Meanwhile, Suzanne and Nukem Bochum are closing in on Nira Sol, reducing the gap by 31.7 seconds. In another battle, Hot Wheels skid owners making progress against Just Jazik, narrowing the distance by 50.5 seconds. The race dynamics continue to shift as positions change and gaps narrow. Huggard 3 and Etrivern are making significant progress as they close in on Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. It looks like a battle for position is brewing as they approach the next corner. Sabine 27 will need to defend their spot while managing tire wear. The race dynamics are shifting as the pack tightens up. Hey! Huh? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you didn't miss too many race laps? Buckle up and enjoy the AI chaos with us. Racing car dashing away. Katsishok has successfully moved up to P25 after making a clean overtake on Darkstar Wolfie. This maneuver demonstrates good timing and racing lines as they navigate through the track's complexities. Meanwhile, other cars are still jostling for position ahead. The dynamics in the midfield are intensifying as drivers look for opportunities to advance. Darkstar Wolfie is now gaining on Aranjate VE and Obelix Max, reducing the gap by 15.7 seconds. Diego Mascariti 6 has advanced to P18 after successfully overtaking both Baker Gironi and Amy. The race dynamics are shifting as Darkstar Wolfie continues to pursue the leaders. Sabine 27 has taken the lead, closely followed by Hugfrey and Etriven, who are engaged in a fierce battle for second place. Sabine 27 is maintaining a narrow gap as they approach the first hairpin turn. Hugfrey 3 attempts to overtake on the inside but is blocked by Etriven, who holds their line well. As they exit the turn, Hugger 3 manages to slip past Trevren, securing second position. Now the two are just a few car lengths behind Sabina 27. The gap continues to fluctuate as they head into the next straight. Trevren, not backing down, is looking for opportunities to reclaim that second spot. The race dynamics are tight as all three cars navigate the track with precision.